got my girl here with me, and that's really all I need. And I'm okay. I got my son here with me, I got my girl here with me, and that's really all I need. And I'm okay.
What's up, FabFit fam? Welcome back to our channel. So today we're gonna be doing another Latina video. We're gonna be talking about black men dating Latinas. We actually got a comment on our channel, like, what was it? It was something like, oh, that's good to see a black man with a Latino.
I wish I had a Latino.
So we are gonna go into the topic, basically talk about like your perspective and my perspective. The idea that I have is people who are raised by immigrant parents. I think it has to do with that, because it's not really that, you know, our parents are racist. I feel like the reason why immigrant parents, like, you know, are against their daughters dating black men is mostly because, you know, like, we have to show something for everything our parents did and them, like, you know, working so hard to come to this country. And a lot of people, you know, don't do that. People don't just get up and leave their home country. You know, it's a big decision. You know, it takes like courage, it takes determination, like all this stuff to be able to start a new life in a country where you don't even speak the language. So when you raise your kid and then you put them in school, you provide everything for them, they learn, you know, the language, and they're way ahead of you, you expect them to be with, you know, a doctor, a white man, and the whole, like, what they see as, you know, like, successful, because they look at Americans, you know? They think if you get with a black man, then you're just gonna be poor, or you're gonna be in a rap video, or you're gonna be...
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's what they think.
Yeah, well, I look at it like, you know, everybody has this stereotype around black people in general, black men definitely, you know, stereotype like, oh, they'll have a baby by you and they'll leave you, you know what I'm saying? You'll be a single mother, you know, they won't help, or, you know, they're criminals, you know, why do you want to be with him, you know, he's a criminal. But what people don't understand is everybody is not like that. Like, everybody in the black culture is not gang, you know, gang related or criminals, or are they bad, you know, they're just bad, you know. And a lot of people will look at all, you know, they'll just look up at the news, you know what I'm saying, about seeing all these crimes, and it is a lot of black people, don't get me wrong, it's mostly black people that you see committing a lot of crimes, which sucks, you know. I wish it wasn't like that.
Media puts out what people want to
exactly
see.
Yeah, because everybody commits crimes. There's white people, there's Spanish people, everybody commits crimes.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, when it comes to black men, you know, it's just this real negative energy, you know, that's around us, which I don't understand why, you know, because I'm not like that, you know. And there's a lot of other black males out there that are not like, you know, like that. You know, there's a lot that are, you know, but I feel like, you know, people need to, like with me, like for instance, my son, if he brings home a Latino, white, black, I want to see their character, you know. I don't care about the color. Like, color doesn't mean anything to me. So like, if you're good, you're gonna treat my son well, you know, you're not gonna cheat on him, you're not gonna do none of that, you know, because I'm gonna raise him to be, you know, a gentleman, well respected, you know, and he's gonna respect females, you know, because I would want him just like he would, you know.
Just how you would want done to your daughter, you want him to do to other girls.
There you go, I couldn't get it out, like that. So I don't look at, you know, color, I just look at, you know, their personality, who they are, you know, and go, you know, based off of that. But when you have ignorance inside of you, you look at color, you know, you look at...
Or you have judgment.
Yeah, judgment, yeah, exactly. So I feel like, you know, it's a lot of judgment and, you know, a lot of negative energy around black men.
And another thing, well, speaking for myself, another thing too that I just thought about, like, you know, that immigrant parents think about is like education, you know. So majority of black people are uneducated, you know, majority, and so they look at that and they think that
it's all of us.
And that you're gonna be uneducated, you're not gonna have a good job, you're not gonna have a degree,
can't support for your family.
So I think that's the big issue with it. And you know, so that's the main thing. Like I said, they worked hard to come all this way, and so there's a very high expectation over immigrant kids. Like, you can't let your parent down, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And if you do, then they feel betrayed or felt like all this hard work is for nothing.
For nothing,
just because you're with a black man, you know.
Well, not just because, but those are one of the things that, like, you know, they think and makes up like who you are and what you're doing.
But I'm saying they think that, but they haven't met the person, you know, because you never know. Like, that black man could treat her way better than a Spanish person or the white guy, you know. You never know. That's what I'm saying. It all comes down to the character.
Yeah.
Because say if she did give a white man, oh, you're so happy, oh, she's with, you know, a blue-eyed white man, you know.
Yeah. Or if you get with a Spanish person, you know, majority of them are machista, so you could, you know, like, how do we say it? Machismo?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, well, it's like, you know, your manhood getting crushed. Like, you have to be in control. You have to control the woman, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Control.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you end up with a Spanish person, you could, you know, become like controlled, or, you know, who knows?
Yeah.
Get manipulated, but so it's just varies like how guys are, and, you know, depending on how they're raised or where they're from.
Exactly. I mean, even depending on, it doesn't really, to me, you know, because I came from a lot of negative, you know, a lot of like hip hop culture to where it's downgrading women. And even with me, like, through my music, you know, people from out there know that I do music. They know, the people who've been following me for a while, they know the type of music that I used to do back then. And it was downgrading women. It was like very, you know, hip hop culture like, you know, and I, like I said, going back to you saying like, oh, it depends on where they come from, the upbringing and stuff. My upbringing was like that, you know, but I transformed myself, you know, to thinking like I want a family, you know, I want to thrive, you know, and strive for greatness with a relationship, not just sleeping around with all these different type of women thinking it's cool, you know. So I believe that you can change your mindset. It's gonna take a while, you know, you gotta have patience, you gotta work on it every day. And I'm still not fully there, but I came a long way from where I was at, you know, and to seeing myself now, you know, I'm very happy where I'm at now. I got a family, I love my family, you know, I love you, I love my son.
Yeah, so, yeah, and that's what I admire about you, and, you know, like, you're different, and I think everybody's different. Like, are there guys that, you know, follow the trend or follow the hip hop, you know, culture? Yes, there are. And
which is fine too.
Yeah.
If you want to live that way,
your life
it's
choice.
your life,
yeah. But for Latinas, it's the same way. There's, you know, stereotypes like, you know, that we carry a knife around and we'll stab you, or some.
That's true,
and another thing too, like, for Brazilian people, the way we are portrayed in the media, it's the same way, like, butt everything. You know, when you talk to, you know, a guy and you say, hey, you know, what do you like about Brazil? They're gonna say butts. That's literally the first thing that people say. So
that's the first thing you think of. As soon as somebody say a Brazilian woman, you think of.
Exactly, because of the media, because of the videos and the way they portray us. But in reality, we are not like that. Like, we're not all about our butts. You know, like, we are, like, most Brazilian girls get married very young. You know, like, they're either like come from a Catholic or a Christian background, so their families are conservative, they get married really young, and so it's not like how people think.
Yeah.
Because of the carnival, they think like, oh, they're naked, they wear small bathing suits, like, yeah, that is part of our culture too.
That dance, what's that dance called?
Samba.
Samba, yeah.
Yeah, but that's another thing. That is part of our culture, you know, wearing the small bikinis, you know, looking sexy.
But
like,
it's just to look good though,
Yeah, it's part of our culture, but it doesn't, like, really make up, like, that's not what makes up, like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah, it depends on what you do, yeah. You can dress to look good, like you said, carnival, dressing up in little skirts and stuff. It doesn't make you a slut or a hoe, you know. It's not like, oh, she's sleeping around with everybody.
And I know that because I came from that. So I was in the middle of that when I was little. Like, I was, you know, 8 years old, and I was in a costume, like, involved in the carnival. I was around people who were dancing and parties. Like, it's not like a wrong thing. It's just part of our culture.
Exactly. Yeah, I like living with you because she keeps me on the right path. You know, like, you keep me in the right direction with the knife. There you go. No, just like you know, in general, like with YouTube or with Instagram, Facebook, all this social media stuff that's going on out there. Like she likes to detox away from, you know, getting away from the cell phones and really putting that stuff down, because it's a whole world in the phone and everybody's in that world, you know, all the time. Everybody's doing everything for the internet nowadays, you know, and I like you because you like, let's put the phones down right now. Let's spend quality time, family time, you know, what people don't know anymore. Like that's old, like that's old fashioned to spend quality time, to sit down at a dinner table, to have something to eat with your family. Because now, you said at dinner table, everybody's still on their phones. Everybody on their phones all the time, you know, from eating to doing whatever. Everybody's on their phone. So what I like about you, you know, that keeps me, you know, balanced, is that I'm glad that you're there to tell me, like, let's spend quality time for the thing. Well, spend the time for the things that are important, you know.
Yeah, but you don't need me there. Like
I don't need you there, exactly. Yeah.
Because another thing too that I think about is you don't need something like a little cage to put your phones. Like you just need discipline. You know, like I remember somebody told me in Miami there was this restaurant. It was called like Love Something. Like I don't know, I forget. But it was a restaurant where you come in and you put up your phone as soon as you get there. Like before you get seated, you put your phone in this like, you know, place. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow. And I thought
that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. But then again, you need to have discipline. It's either you don't take your phone out of your pocket or you leave your phone in the car. You don't need your phone when you're gonna go sit with somebody or in a group or on a date. Like you don't need your phone. You know, or have one phone, take a picture of your meal if you have to do that. But I mean, you don't always need your phone, and people are always on their phone, so that's why it makes me not want to be on my phone. Always. I'm not saying I'm not on my phone. Like I still use my phone. But another thing lately with us, main thing that I don't want to be looked at as crazy for this, but the main reason why I'm staying off my phone lately is because of radiation. Like I think, you know, it's something that we can't see and it might be like more harmful than we think, you know, so I just want to like, you know, kind of like, you know,
be cautious.
Yeah, be just cautious of it and like aware of it.
Be mindful for it. Yeah. No, I understand, you're right, because there's a lot of things out there that's going on, man, that can affect your body, from food to radiation to, there's a lot of things that you got to be conscious of, you know, be conscious of what you're putting in your body, be conscious of what you're doing around your kid, because I see some kids now, they got cell phones.
Yeah. Oh my God, I know. I was at the mall and there was this kid in his stroller and it was literally this close to his face. Yeah. It was like this close. He was like, and people don't understand. Yeah. First off, it's not good for their eyes, and it's emitting like radiation right through that young brain, which is a thin skull. It's not like fully formed. Yeah. You know, so it's not like mine. You know. Yeah, it's literally like not recommended before the age of 5. Yeah. So.
Well, I think they do that because a phone could shut them up. You know, parents are not patient enough to, you know, try to soothe their baby or anything. They just, get the phone.
Or have another toy or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a snack.
Yeah, but people are just like that.
We should make a video about this, like all the different
things you can do besides the cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. People would really like that.
Yeah. I'll get into a little bit of, like, how do you think the race views, like just in general, Hispanics in general, from females to males? Right. How do you think they view, because you never know what's going on through somebody's head, but how do you think they view when they see a Latino with a black man, like in the streets or, you know, just in general?
I mean, I pretty much already said everything I thought before, but.
No, I understand.
And I think it's different depending on like if you were raised here your whole life. Yeah. And then the people who, you know, like. Well,
for me, like, I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm just saying I feel energies, you know, that come off of people. And, you know, a lot of Latin men, you know, when they
think they think they should be with them?
Yeah, exactly. Like, they see me and it seems like I get a jealousy vibe. Like, basically, like, why are you with this guy, you know? Kind of. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. Not everybody, but I went to a lot of them and I just feel energy, you know, like jealousy. Yeah. And the same thing with, like, you know, black females, not all y'all, I'm gonna put it out there, it's not everybody, but a lot of black females, like growing up in the black culture, they see somebody like a black male with a white woman or something, and they be like, you know, he likes the white, you know, the white man's daughter, or, you know, he's with that. He should be over here, you know, with the black. Because people think it should be like, oh, you need to be with a black woman. Oh, white needs to be white. Oh, Spanish needs to be with Spanish. You know, some people view it like that. And I feel like with a lot of other people, love is love. You know, if you click, if you connect, that's all you need. That's how we click, we connect. I'm black, she's Spanish, doesn't matter. You know, as long as they're love and people are, well, you're Brazilian, but you was raised by a Spanish stepfather. Yes. So you are kind of Spanish. He's been raised you since you was like 8 years old. So you were classified as kind of Brazilian and Spanish if you grew up in this household. So yeah, I think it just starts with love, you know, like that's the ultimate key, you know, in a relationship is just having love, having connection, and really deeply feeling each other, you know, like really having that connection, you know, because nowadays with the internet, a lot of couples, they don't really love each other. They're just there to get views. They're just there to work together. Every day wake up, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we, you know, are y'all spending time to have quality time? Are y'all spending time just with each other? You know, so that's why I said I like about you that we put stuff down, we put stuff away, you know, and we have a real connection. And our happiness is real, it's not fake. A lot of people put happiness out there through these damn screens and acting like they're happy, but they're not. I want to make sure we are really happy. I'm not gonna put out there on the internet like, oh look, one big happy family, you know what I'm saying, got my son, got her, one big happy, and lying about it, you know, and then when the screens go off, it's back to that negative energy, you know, because that's how it is. Check my man's out. Careful when you put him out. Yo, he look like he doing Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller. I ain't gonna be too loud though, it's gonna wake him up. Look at his hands. Look how big his hands are. He gonna be a baller, babe. I'm gonna put him right on that court.
Anyways, my point is, if you wanna be with a white guy, a black guy, a purple guy, a green guy, be with the Grinch, whatever you want, do you, ladies.
Amen.
Just don't be in a relationship that hurts you and, you know, like,
or if you know it's not working,
controlling guy, manipulating guy, whatever, all that stuff.
Or if you know it's not working, don't be there just to be there. Like, don't be there for your kids. Like, if it's negative energy between you and the partner, y'all probably are better off not being together than to be together, you know, and destroy your lives even more, you know, so that is it for this video. Make sure to tune in into our other videos and our channel. Make sure you guys subscribe and click the bell notifications so you guys can get notified every time we upload a new video. And let us know in the comments what y'all think about this talk. Like, do y'all agree with what we were saying or disagree? Doesn't matter, leave it in the comments, let us know. And we'll try to get back to y'all.
We'll see you guys next time.